The spirit of Ultimate Warrior will run forever!
Welcome everyone, Kyle here, and it's Saturday, and you know what that means. It's time for weekly purchases, that time of the week where we investigate what came through the door via Amazon, DHL, United States Postal Service, UPS, FedEx, and of course that old outlaw Waylon Jennings rides again, and we'll talk about him in the back half of the episode. But also we talk about the toy news of the week that interests me, that probably interests you. We wrap it all up into a ball, and we do call it weekly purchases. So another hot and heavy week this week. Interesting week, so-so on the news week. In all honesty, I am filming this a day earlier than normal, so there might be some stuff that drops on Friday that we'll have to catch up on later, as I am headed Friday morning up to Minneapolis, Minnesota, home of Friday Night SmackDown this week. So I'm going to go to SmackDown. Old David C. Anderson and I are headed up there. We're also going to go to a toy show, the Minnesota Toy Posse Show, Saturday morning. I have not been to one of those events yet, so I'm very excited to see what I can find at that toy show early Saturday morning. So stay tuned for that next week in Weekly Purchases, and maybe we'll talk about SmackDown too. Who knows what'll go on there. But it is what it is. But I want to say thanks to everybody out there, as this week we did pass 17,000 subscribers on the YouTube channel. And you guys know what that means. 17,000 means another episode of the Kyle Peterson Top 10 instead of Top 5. And next Thursday, a Thursday tradition, as you guys all know, we are going to do the top 10 Eddie Guerrero figures of all time. So that should be an interesting one. A lot of interesting conversation can be had about Eddie Guerrero and his figures. About even between Jax and Mattel. Probably a hair more of Jax, honestly. But it'll be an interesting discussion, so stay tuned for that. And thank you to everybody out there subscribing to the channel. And if you haven't subscribed yet, what are you waiting for? Join in on all the fun. You guys know we got a ton of videos here. So we got that going on. And then, of course, June, it's my birthday month. Oh, yes, my birthday's at the end of the month. And as part of that, I wanted to do some thank yous to everybody that's followed along. Some giveaways. We currently have a Twitter giveaway going on, and I will announce the winner of the Twitter. Stephanie McMahon, got that right here. Elite Series 94, Stephanie McMahon. I was giving this away on my Twitter account, so make sure you're following me at SirPaul64 on Twitter. Of course, the YouTube, and then Instagram, _Kyle_Peterson over there on Instagram. But Stephanie McMahon will be the giveaway for Twitter, so stay tuned. We'll announce that here in this episode of Weekly Purchases. But we are going to do another giveaway. It's going to be an Instagram giveaway this time. And what are we giving away? I figured, why not? Let's give away MSK. Wesley Nash Carter, a 2-for-1 on the Instagram. So what you're going to have to do is find the post on my Instagram, of course. The _Kyle_Peterson. Find the post, and you will see these two posted there as the giveaway. And all you got to do, you got to make sure you subscribe to the YouTube channel, obviously. You got to be following me on Instagram, obviously. And then, of course, tag 3 friends in the comments below, and hopefully they will follow along as well. So we are giving away MSK, NXT, former champions. We know the whole story there. Check out the review unboxing last week on the channel for these two. But giving back this month, giving these away as the Instagram giveaway. And we will announce the winner next week in Weekly Purchases. And like I said, Stephanie McMahon winner, we will announce that here in a little bit in this very video. So if you entered, stay tuned for that. So that's going to be a little giveaway. And then, of course, you guys know on the Patreon, a lot of fun over there on the Patreon. We have 3 different Patreon tiers. We're doing giveaways on each tier this month. And the ultimate tier, the top tier, is the Ultimate Edition Hulk Hogan, the brand new one. Giving that way to the top tier subscribers. Middle tier, we got 2 different He-Man Skeletor figures. And then the lower tier, we're giving away Bill Goldberg, Drew McIntyre, of course. All the upper tiers get entries into all the bottom tiers as well, so multiple chances to win on some of these. So that's the Patreon giveaway for the entire month of June, and we still might have another one. We still got a little ways to go in June, so we'll see what I can cook up next Saturday on Weekly Purchases as far as giveaways. And like I said, it's my birthday on the 25th this month. We'll see what we can give away for my birthday, in celebration of the birthday, in celebration of Yojo June, as you guys know. June 23rd, I'm going to G.I. Joe the movie. I'm so amped up, so excited for this. To finally see this after all these years in the theater, it's going to be a special day. And my kids are coming. My wife is coming. It's going to be my birthday party is what that's going to be. So quite the birthday party, seeing the original G.I. Joe movie on the big screen. Can't wait for that. So there it is. Like I said, Twitter giveaway we'll announce a little later in this video. Make sure you enter the Instagram giveaway. You want your chance at the MSK, and I'll send that your way if you are the winner. So stay tuned for that. So let's dive into it. Let's dive into some of the things going on. We got some of the housekeeping out of the way, but I guess we should recap what happened on the channel outside all this stuff. Of course, these Elite 94s, we unboxed every single one of those on the channel. We also ranked them in order from my least favorite to my favorite. Check out those ones, and of course, you can pick those up currently. Ringside Collectibles is selling those. Use discount code Kyle to save 10% over there at Ringside Collectibles. We unboxed Masters of the Universe, did 2 videos of the brand new Origins wave that we got last week on weekly purchases. Very, very cool figures there, some interesting ones. Check out those 2 videos. We also did a little Spawn unboxing. We unboxed Haunt and Ninja Spawn, so check out those from Mcfarland Toys. Top 10 next week, Eddie Guerrero. Top 5 the other day, Shane McMahon. So the McMahon's at the top of the news once again. I didn't know that when I filmed the video, but here we are. But Shane McMahon top 5, a very interesting top 5. That one is, as usual. A little Marvel Legends in anticipation of the new Thor movie upcoming. We unboxed Ulick the Troll Deluxe figure. Did some comparisons, some of that kind of stuff. Check that one out. That is a Walmart exclusive. Who knows when that'll hit Walmart's, but we did do that. We also did our Jakks Weekly Tuesday video, the top 10 most wanted Jakks Deluxe classic figures of all time. That was my list there. Make sure you put your list in the comments down below, as I always say. Then we went back to Mcfarland Toys as we unboxed Grifter from the Wildcats from the Batman universe, a favorite of mine. We unboxed him. And then we unboxed the brand new Deluxe giant size Mcfarland Toys Killer Croc, and that was a very, very good figure. A few issues as it's settled in and stuff is the ankles are a little weak. He is pretty hard to stand without the stand, so I guess you got to use a stand if you really want him to stand at attention, I would say. But very cool. You guys know I love hairy bipedal creatures, and Killer Croc, I guess, not really hairy, but he's a bipedal creature, so we'll count him. We'll count him. But 2 more Mcfarlands there. And then, of course, we had our weekly figure hunt, and this was an interesting one, as I actually took 1 day of vacation. Yes, a day of vacation. Took the kids to Science City, a place in Kansas City where they have all kinds of stuff for kids. So we did a little film in there. Hunt around that, of course, the normal hunt of the week. Emma had a tragic accident on a walk. We had to have some combat medics there to fix her up, patch her up. She's healing fine. It was okay, so we did a little of that. But a lot going on in the fig hunt, a lot going on in the week. We'll see what happens next week. I might do a single fig hunt video as the trip up to Minneapolis, the toy show, SmackDown. Maybe just make that into one little video as its own thing, and then do the normal toy hunt from there. We'll see what kind of footage we get. We'll see what goes on with all that. But a lot of exciting content to come to the channel. And I got a few videos maybe here in the next month or so that's going to really knock your socks off. I think you guys will be very excited to see some of these things. So dangling that carrot. I think you guys will like it. So stay tuned to that. So now let's get into the toy news of the week. I got my notes here as usual. How about a little G.I. Joe? It is G.I. Joe June after all. So G.I. Joe team made all kinds of announcements this week. They had their special Instagram live thing. They're kind of alternating between YouTube and Instagram. This week was Instagram. They announced Snow Job and Tunnel Rat, 2 favorites coming to the G.I. Joe line next year. They've been kind of dangling those carrots. Speaking of dangling carrots, they dangled those for all of us there. So more to come on that. But then they did announce 2 things up for pre-order. Limited amount on Hasbro Pulse, which of course sold out immediately. The other one's still on Amazon. It was interesting because I was in a meeting all day, so I missed all of this, and luckily I did get my pre-orders in on Amazon. But they did announce the Blue Ninjas 2-pack, a male and a female ninja, $44 or so. It's one of those fan channel exclusives. Amazon exclusive, I guess, and shared Hasbro Pulse, but it's one that not everybody needs. I can see some people passing on this. Maybe people army building this, going to the extreme, or maybe like me, just getting 1 set. I think I'm okay with just that. You guys know I'm not a huge ninja guy in my G.I. Joe universe. But speaking of ninjas, the one that caused a lot of controversy, the announcement this week was Kamakura. He was like a ninja apprentice. I think more comic book based, if I remember correctly. He's not a guy I'm really familiar with. And honestly, why couldn't we have had Quick Kick in his place? Come on, get us Quick Kick. We need him. But Kamakura is coming, but he is $34 for a single carded figure. Of course, this is the new box art style where no bubble, any of that kind of stuff. But an Amazon exclusive, $34. That has enraged, how about? Let's use the right words. It's enraged some collectors in the G.I. Joe community, and I get that. That's about $10 more than it really feels it should be. Heck, some people are going to say $15 more than it feels it should be. But it isn't deluxe. It isn't anything that special. The only thing I can think of here is, since it's an Amazon exclusive, they are not making as many of these figures as they normally do for Target, Walmart, Big Bad Toy Store, Entertainment Earth. The list goes on forever. It's Amazon only with a little bit of Hasbro Pulse. So they're not making as many of these because I think they honestly know that Kamakura, he isn't a Flint, he isn't a Destro, he isn't a Cobra Commander that is going to sell, so they make a little smaller quantities. Well, a smaller production run means more expensive price point. That's the only thing I can think of right here with this. Is $34 just seems, it just seemed like a cash grab is what it seems like. And usually I understand these kind of things, maybe more than the typical Joe sometimes, no pun intended. But this one does feel a little bit steep for what you're getting here. So I don't know, maybe we'll get more explanation. Maybe there'll be something that's just going to blow our minds with this one. Maybe there'll be a nice golden ticket in there or something. I don't know, but I did pick it up. I'm all in on the Joes. You guys know I love me some Joes, so I'm not passing this one up. But man, it does sting a little bit. It sure does. So we got that for some G.I. Joe news this week. We also got some Marvel Legends. Once again, Hasbro making me scratch my head. Just scratch my head this week as we got the GameStop exclusive 2-pack that went up for pre-order. The Inner Demon and Mr. Negative. So now head scratching commences right here because the Inner Demon is an army builder. Mr. Negative is not. So a lot of people are going to want 2 or 3, maybe 4 Inner Demons. Now you're only getting 1 with a Mr. Negative. So you want to army build this, you got to keep buying this pack over and over, and you got all these Mr. Negatives you don't need. I feel that Hasbro would have been a lot smarter to make this as a 2-pack of Inner Demons. Then people could buy 1, 2, 3 packs, whatever they want. And then use Mr. Negative as a solo card GameStop exclusive, something like that. Or just give us Mr. Negative at GameStop and do the Army Builder thing we've seen on Hasbro Pulse in the past with a lot of other figures. But I think that is a huge big miss there on the Marvel Legends team and very frustrating because everybody's dollar is very thin right now. Everybody is pinching their pennies, and I totally get that. I understand that, and I feel like the Marvel Legends team could have done something to help with that along the way. And I'm going to do something to help with that in my Patreon. So stay tuned for that for you Patreon members. I got an idea and I got something to think about. So stay tuned for that maybe a little bit. Maybe next week we'll talk about that. I got some ideas. So stay tuned. Stay tuned. So that's a little Marvel Legend. Wasn't a big fan of that announcement, but we'll see. We'll see how that one ends up going. We did see from Neca a little bit of an interesting one. So now we saw Neca the last week or so. Pre-orders went up online. You could pre-order the Turtle set, the Gremlin set, Dungeons & Dragons, things like that. But one that is going to be sold only at the San Diego Comic-Con show is a Rob Zombie exclusive from the new Munsters movie, Zombo. And I'm not really familiar with Zombo, but man, this figure looks cool. I do love Rob Zombie movies. I will be all in on the Munsters. I remember watching all the Munsters episodes as a kid, so this is in my wheelhouse enough. So I'm going to check this out, but I'm a little disappointed this San Diego Comic-Con exclusive because that means higher price. We'll see how it comes down. We'll see what happens with it. But I thought this was a very cool looking figure, and hopefully I can get my hands on it one of these days, so stay tuned for that. We also saw a little bit of Star Wars announcements this week. Tala went up for pre-order on Thursday all over the place. Of course, Tala from the Obi-Wan series. And then we got 2 Walmart exclusives coming very soon. The Purge Trooper and 1 JAC, a droid kind of bounty hunter, I think. I don't even remember him from Obi-Wan, but I think he was in episode 4, if I remember correctly. I don't even remember what he did. I guess it just one ear out the other is what that. But Star Wars keeps on coming, and it seems like we got new pre-orders all the time. And it is really smart on Hasbro, Mattel, whoever we're talking about, do these pre-orders because, oh, you order them, and most of these places you don't pay till it ships. So it's like, oh, I ordered it, I got it, and then the time to ship, you kind of forget about it and stuff. They get your money. It's all a big scheme. It's all a big scheme that works together. So very, very interesting there. But if you're interested in those Star Wars figures, man, now's your chance. Pre-order those guys at all the usual suspect places. And right before I started filming on Thursday, Super 7 came in hot with a very interesting toy line that I really like, but I also don't understand at the same time. We're talking Super 7 Ultimates, and we're getting the Toxic Crusaders. Now, Toxic Crusaders, my favorite is the Troma movies, but as many know, in the late, probably early 90s, there was a cartoon series based on the Toxic Crusader. Obviously, PG, really dumbed down, maybe even rated G. I remember watching the first couple episodes as a kid saying, not for me. I like Toxic Avenger. I probably shouldn't be watching Toxic Avenger, but this isn't what I'm looking for here. This just doesn't fit it. It was too corny, too cartoony. But that being said, I remember the toy lines, and those and Swamp Thing, all my Toys R Us, KB Toys, always Peg Warman. I remember you couldn't miss those figures. So even though I didn't buy those figures back in the day, I have nostalgia for them because I saw them all the time. And these are updated versions we usually get of the cartoon animated figures from way back in the day. Now, the Toxic Avenger is a total rehash of what we got. That one is a fabulous figure. We unboxed the Red Rage Toxie on the channel. Check out that review. It's basically a face change, different heads, and just basically the same accessories, different colored. No different than the other Toxies we've got before. But the other two look really awesome. And honestly, both of these figures could easily blend in with your Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle toy line from Super 7. So same universe and everything. They got those 90s colors, all that excitement. I think these might be a pickup for a lot of turtle collectors just to blend in. And I'm on the fence as of right now, leaning more towards yes. But as we've seen with some Super 7 figures, they do go below the $55 price point from times. Amazon or whoever will have them for $39 on sale. I almost feel like this line might have some of that, so I might play a little that long game. You know, you buy 3 of them at 39 bucks or whatever, it's almost like you got one free. Close, I guess. So that's what I'm thinking about doing. We'll see what happens there. I don't know. More to come. But those are up for pre-order, all the usual spots, as you can imagine. So there you go, right there. Looking at my notes here, how about we'll do the Twitter giveaway right now. Whoa, as I'm throwing stuff around, throwing the Instagram ones. Remember, Instagram, I'm just throwing these all over. These are going to be damaged cards by the time you guys get them. Instagram, one more time, find the post pictured with these two. Make sure you like it, give it the old heart, tag 3 people, make sure you follow me on Instagram, make sure you follow me on YouTube, and you'll be in the running for these bad boys. So MSK could be coming your way. But the Twitter winner is Patrick Harden. That's where I scrolled through, grabbed the first name that showed up. Patrick Harden, you are the man here. You are going to get this Stephanie McMahon. So make sure you reach out to me on Twitter, and I will get this off to you ASAP. So there you go. So there's that. There's all the housekeeping, everything. Now we get down to the album of the week, and I got to give a special shout out to Faith No More, Angel Dust, 30-year anniversary. I can't believe it. I still remember as a little kid going to Musicland. Some of you guys probably remember Musicland. Picking up Angel Dust on cassette the day it dropped. Now, Faith No More was my absolute favorite band. They are the band that got me into heavy metal as a little 9-year-old kid, and I was so jazzed up and so hyped up for Angel Dust, and I remember just thinking how crazy and wild. I'd never heard anything like this to these young ears, and I still can remember the smell of the cassette tape. And I also remember my sister, you know how the cassette tape had the J card and you'd fold it out? I remember she got mad. I was looking at it one time and she gave me a little karate chop and ripped it in half, and oh man, I just was traumatized ever since, and I'll never forgive her for that, never will. But Angel Dust, one of the all-time greatest albums of all time. It really is, so ahead of its time. Mike Patton and the boys, beautiful, beautiful stuff. So check out Angel Dust. I'm sure most of you guys have heard it by now, but if you haven't, check out Angel Dust. And then for some new music this week, I finally got to check out the new Creator album. Who wants to party with Creator? I want to party with Creator. One of the greatest thrash bands of all time. For me, probably my 5th favorite thrash band of all time is Creator. I love Creator. Some stuff is most bands better than others, but Creator have been going all the time. They've really never stopped. Hate Uber Allies is the new title of the new album, and it's just typical Creator. Creator by numbers, which is a good thing. It's like the AC/DCs of the world. You just want the same stuff over and over. Motorhead, a lot of people say it's the same stuff over and over, and I get where they're coming from. Creator has that kind of same formula with some twists and turns from time to time. But if you've ever liked Creator, definitely check out some of their newer stuff. I do think some of their newer stuff is way better than their classic stuff, and maybe I'm in the minority there. I don't think so. But I could be. So there it is. Creator, Angel Dust. Can't go wrong with either of those. You know what else you can't go wrong with? Checking out the weekly purchases. All right, let's get down to the weekly purchases, and this week, it's all the ups and downs is what it is. 2 weeks ago, really slow, then we went way up last week, and now we kind of flattened down a little bit with quite a few pickups this week. Nowhere near a record-breaking week, but some good stuff this week, and let's kick it off. A lot of you guys probably got this as well, the Shop AEW exclusive 1 of 3,000. Kenny Omega. As you guys know, I was really sweating it. I was in a meeting, and of course, we didn't know when this was going to go up for pre-order, and I come out of the meeting to a million messages, hey, it's up, it's up, it's up, and I'm like, oh no, there's no way. It had been up for about an hour at that point. I think I was number 8,000 something in line, and somehow, I don't know how, I think a lot of people tried to order 2, maybe some people gave up, but whatever. I had to have gotten one of the very last ones of these, as I did end up getting one, so I'm very happy about that. Keeping these Shop AEW exclusives going. Of course, now we turn our attention to Jon Moxley, probably coming here in the next 2 weeks or so, if history repeats itself. But I got him, and we got that done, so I got Kenny Omega. I did get a nice assist this week. My wife, it's always nice to have a wife or a husband, whoever you are, looking for you for stuff. And of course, my wife goes to Target every single day. She's got to get her Starbucks, and that's part of the rule. If I'm going to pay for Starbucks, she's got to at least check the action figures every day. And that's what she does. And she came across this one. We talked about it last week at Weekly Purchases, and about an hour later, she found this for me. The brand new Target exclusive Thor Ragnarok edition. So there he is. We got that. We unboxed Ulick the Troll last week, as we talked about. So check out that one. And I guess we'll unbox this one this week. So stay tuned for that Thor unboxing. Then we got down to a few other things. And how about I went on to ringsidecollectibles.com. Of course, I used discount code Kyle, and I picked up a few things this week. What did I get? I got the Major Wrestling Figure Podcast figures. Now, these are Ringside Collectible exclusive, made by Ringside. Here is the Major 4, I think it is, the Chicago Bulls inspired one. Now, I was actually at this show, so I saw this one live and in person. And you guys know I have the previous box set, so I said, I got to be complete. I'll pick these up. And nice, Ringside has a bundle where you can get all three, and of course, you can save an extra 10% using discount code Kyle, as you guys know. We got the Major Moments pack right there, the Bulls. Got their WrestleMania Major Moment one, of course. Now, this one is one of 2,000, or one of 1,200. This is one of 800, of course. And then we got another one of 800 as well, as we've got the $1 Million Broski and Bare Minimum Brian 2-pack. So I got all three of these, like I said, from Ringside Collectibles. I believe some of these are still available. If you are interested, you can pick those up. But I am once again complete with their figures. And then while I was ordering, there was a few things I needed that I was waiting for a time like this I could add on. Well, Super 7, as you guys know, the New Japan Series 1 figures, they came with wrong hands. Well, Super 7 made it better. And these are on Ringside Collectibles right now for 99 cents a box. So I figured, what the heck, save 10%, of course, discount code Kyle. I said, well, I'll get those for my New Japan figures. And then they also are selling for 99 cents the Kane replacement parts for the Ultimate Edition. So you can get these at Ringside as well. You can save 10% once again on this. I do have my Kane fixed already, as I contacted Mattel. They sent me one, but I didn't want to bother and hassle and say, well, I need one because I actually have one mint on card. Well, I finally got this one. I figured 88 cents or whatever. That works for me, and I'll just stick this in the Defender with my Kane Ultimate Edition. So I got those from Ringside Collectibles. Like I said, use discount code Kyle, save 10%. And then I did unbox a few things. These should be up on YouTube very soon. A little basic unboxing. Once again, you get all these at Ringside. Discount code Kyle, save 10%. Of course, we got Happy Corbin in suit. Need to find a few more of these. Some custom ideas with this one. Noam Dar, first time in the line. Grand Metalik, last time in the line. Lindsay Dorado, last time in the line. And then, of course, Randy Orton. Very cool Randy Orton. A touch small, I think, but a very cool street gear Randy Orton as well. And then The Miz, this one is great. Once again, a great one for customs going forward. I got The Miz there. So we did unbox these on the channel. They've been up on Patreon for quite some time. We will get those out on the traditional YouTube eventually, but I did get those in the last week. Also, should mention when my wife went to Target, I did post this on social media, so some of you guys maybe check this one out. But they have these clear risers in the dollar bin. You guys know they have $1 and $5 bins. Right in between there, the $5 bin. Risers. So I thought these were interesting. They come in a pack of 2 for $5. 3 of these fit on a Billy bookcase. So I'm going to be adventurous. I'm going to try these guys out. See what all the fuss is about and stuff. So if you're looking for some risers, those might work for you in that instance. And then another thing we got here via via GameStop. GameStop had a flash sale on this one, and I finally pulled the trigger. Donatello Turtles Movie Giant Size Edition. Normally these are about $120, $125. Big, heavy, chunky figures, of course. But this is like $88, I think, on GameStop. And then, of course, you got your $5 GameStop coupon. You get free shipping, all that kind of stuff. I said, you know what? Time to jump in on this turtle collection. So I'm going to slowly pace and get through this. Got to get a deal. Going to get the other 3 turtles. We'll see about the Foot Soldier. We'll see about Shredder. But I'll get the other 3 turtles. And I think it'll be really cool to have these ones next to the NECA cartoon ones, kind of side by side. I think that's a cool display idea. So I'll do that in the future. So there you go. I got Donatello via GameStop. So there's round 1 of weekly purchases. Let me clean up a little bit, move stuff around, and be prepared for round 2 of weekly purchases. All right, we keep rolling on with weekly purchases, and this back half of weekly purchases is all about got to get a deal. Got to get a deal. Buy the shirt on Pro Wrestling Tees. That's a motto I live by. You should too in the action figure game. Get the best deal you can, because if you get a good deal, guess what? You can save money, but you can also probably get extra figures if you do get a deal. And that's exactly what I did this week. Deep Discount, it's a website out there. It's been around forever. A lot of people are like, is this trustworthy? I ordered from them probably in 1995, buying CDs and movies and things like that. They've been around forever, and they do insane toy deals. Their only problem is they put them up forever, and then all of a sudden they'll cancel on you because, oh, we oversold this or whatever. And that's exactly what happened to me. I ordered a bunch of stuff. A lot of it got canceled, but 2 slipped through the cracks, so I got a deal on them. Not sure why I bought this, but for $6, I said, I can't go wrong. I got Dusty Rhodes Elite, Series 83. Talk about throwback. Of course, I already have this, but for $6, I said, gosh, there's got to be something I could do with this. Maybe even if I give him a different shirt, make a custom out of it. There's something that could be done there. I'll figure something out. But for $6, why the heck not? And then you guys know I have a Masters Universe Origins loose set and complete, and that does include vehicles. Now, I did pick up this one off Deep Discount. This is one I hadn't got yet. Mint on card, mint in box. $10 shipped. So I got this for $10 shipped. Much better than the $30 price point at Target. Could not pass that up for $10. Got to get a deal all day long. So I was very happy to get that. Unfortunately, I had a couple of wrestlers. I had Skeletor Revelation. They were all $6. Those were canceled. But at least I got Stridor. That's the one I really wanted for $10. I think that is a steal. So there we go from that. And that was it from Deep Discount. Now we turn our attention to a little Waylon Jennings. Oh, that old outlaw. It's been a while since I've been up to Outlaw Country. Of course, hit some stores while I was up there, and I picked up quite a few things in Outlaw Country. He has the town that has all the deals, apparently. I don't know what the heck's going on up there, but he was at a store, and he reached out to me, and I said, yeah, I will take this. We had one, and you'll see it in the figure hunting video coming very soon, but they were clearancing everything out in that store. I don't know what was going on. This brand new Demogorgon from the Stranger Things line, normally $40, only $20. Big, meaty figure. I said, you know what? I like this show enough to be dangerous. By no means this is my favorite show, but I've seen every episode. It's good enough. It's worth the watch, I would say. $20, I'll pick that one up. But what I was really wanting, and I was really hoping, I sent him a text. I said, hey, this is the one I really want. And they had it here. And once again, $15, normally $30. It is Eddie from the new season. Now, Eddie's a great character. He's just like a young Kyle. He's got the denim and leather like a young Saxon. He's got the long hair going on. He's just a heavy metal guy. And I said, you know what? I'm not collecting the Stranger Things figures, but this guy would be great in a wrestling crowd, a guy in your wrestling collection, and we'll unbox him. We'll probably unbox both of those in the same video, but I want to see how he stacks up with some of the Mattels and Jazzwares, and maybe you can put him in your crowd. You can have him part of your wrestling fed if you want to. And I also am very anxious to see what is all included here. Is he's got some special things that we'll talk about in the review, especially with his wardrobe that touches old Kyle's heart. So we'll check this one out. But this is the one I wanted. $15, man. I'm here for that all day long. That is much better than the $30 price point. 20 instead of 40. Man, got to get a deal right there. And then the long game pays off. I've been talking about this in the figure hunts for a long time. I knew it would eventually happen, and today was the day. I got old Ming. Yes, the original superheroes Ming. $17. Waylon found him as well. Got to get a deal all day long. We'll see. Maybe I'll get the Phantom. Maybe I'll get Flash Gordon, but only if I can get him for around this price point. That's what I'm going for. But Ming finally coming home. 33 points of articulation, like a young Larry Bird is what we got there. So we got those. And then he did find this like 2 months ago for me, and I finally met up with him to pick it up. But I did get my unpunched Terror Claws Skeletor. So there he is right there. So we unboxed this on the channel months and months ago, but now I got an unpunched one to keep my unpunched streak alive. So I picked that one up. And now we're down to a few more things. And then I went to that store that was clearance and everything and looked through the remnants. And for $7, I said, I can get this. Old Dracula. You guys know I love the Universal monsters. I did unbox the creature from the Black Lagoon edition on the channel. Now I got Dracula. We'll see what he's up to. Maybe my dad will help me unbox this one on the channel one of these days. So Dracula through the door, $7. Got to get a deal all day long. But the deals don't stop in Waylon Jennings country. They were just spitting out at every single store. I did go to his Target, and I looked through their clearance stuff, and I was shocked. I was shocked at what I saw. But first, I guess they have some ad stuff. I did get another Naked Stratos, $11. I said, you know what? I'm going to use him as kind of an army builder, and I might get even one more. We'll see. But I figured $11, that doesn't hurt. I'll put him on the display. And then $13 on sale, which was pretty crazy for these. I got another one of these He-Mans. I figure I'm going to use both heads, move some things around, smoke and mirrors, make them a different figure. So I did get He-Man, and then the same thing, I did get Teela, so I can make both versions of Teela with this one. Figured it's almost 2 for the price of 1, dangerously close. Figured that was good enough for me, so I picked those up. And then there was a big deal still staring me in the face, and I was like, holy cow, I don't necessarily need this, but I could always trade it or do something down the line. It is the Ultimate Edition Undertaker for $8.99. Man, that is a cheap, cheap Undertaker Ultimate. I'll buy any Ultimate for $8.99. It'd be great trade bait, like I said, maybe customize. Maybe I open it up, just use a different head, have one with the coat on, one with the coat off. Who knows? You can always do that kind of stuff out there. There's always those opportunities. But man, $8.99 for an Ultimate Edition, sign me up all day long. I wish that's what I paid for on my original one, but what do you do? That's the way it goes sometimes. But quite the week in the weekly purchase land. A lot of pickups this week. Be interested to know in the comments what you picked up this week. And then, of course, don't forget about the Instagram giveaway. You guys are going to want to be a part of that one. Make sure you follow the rules. And I will announce a winner next Saturday in weekly purchases. And, of course, like I said, I'm off to SmackDown. I'm off to the big toy show. Hopefully more to come on that. Hopefully some good deals. Got to get a deal once again. I'll find up there. So more to come about that weekend adventure. And then next week we'll be back. I believe next week, if I do the math right, next Saturday is my birthday. So we'll have a birthday edition of weekly purchases. There'll be virtual cake for everyone, I think. We'll see what happens with that. But that is coming up quick. I just kind of put that together in my head right now. So a lot going on. As usual, make sure you like this video. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. Like I said, thank you everybody that subscribed. We just hit 17,000. On the road to 20,000. Hopefully we'll get there soon. We'll see what happens, but make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. That always helps the channel. It always helps to share the videos as well anywhere you want to. Always helps with the channel, of course, as you guys know. Follow along on Patreon. A lot of good stuff going on Patreon. Of course, the giveaways we discussed. A lot more cool stuff to come. Bonus content, exclusive content, and then, of course, early access to all the videos, including weekly purchases. You could have weekly purchases Thursday night instead of Saturday. There you go. There it is. So make sure you're on there. Of course, follow along on social media, SirPaul64, and then that's Twitter, Instagram, _Kyle_Peterson. Get a part of that giveaway. Pro Wrestling Tees, support channel, pick up a t-shirt, and that's about it. So that's everything, and you know what I'm doing. I'm rocking and rolling. I'm strutting and strolling my way into the weekend, and I will see you all real soon.